So here we have a chart of the Qs and the weekly options for September 8th. We're looking at an hourly chart of the end of the week of August 31st and September the 1st. The Qs had a nice 4-day run into the end of the month, quite surprisingly. And Friday they kind of channeled around. It didn't do too much. So we're looking at where it could go as our first criteria. It could go to an even number, 147, if it can break to an all-time high, or 148, or if it breaks down from this channel, it could make it down to like a 27% retracement on the fib number. 145 is an even number, 38% is around 144. So that's kind of what we're thinking of. So that's where it's likely to go. Now let's look at the open interest and see where the most open interest is. On the calls, there seems to be a lot of people at 145 that maybe picked them up and they came into the money quite nicely. And the volume was 125, the delta 72. So we could pay $1.45 for those, but it's not looking too bad at 145.50. I think we'd pick up the 145 September 8th calls, especially if this is able to break the high at 146.59. If we buy these medium range deltas, our stop can be a little tighter. A lot of people like to trade them up higher in the money because they move up more, but then your stop can get triggered because we like tight stops. Also looking at the volume there at 145, it was a little lower, a bit more volume on the less priced options. Now if we look at the put, we can see where's the most open interest. It looks like everybody's around 145. The volume was at 145 was pretty good, but the delta's too low. We'd have to look at a 146 put to get the delta up to 50%. It'd have to be a little bit more. Actually, it's right in the money right now. So that's the one we would look at, and the 146 put is selling for 73 cents. So that's a simple option selection. Doesn't take a lot of time. We'll line up the call and put, and we'll see what happens on Tuesday when the market reopens.